Hello students, welcome to Standard 10th. I am Mrs. Aloma Arokedas and I will be teaching you history this year. Today we will start with the lesson Historiography, Development in the West. In this lesson we will study development of historiography, which is the study of writing of history and of written stories in the West, that is in Europe and America. What is the aim of historical research? The aim of historical research is to establish order of occurrence of the past events and connection between these events. Order of occurrence of the past events means what came first, what happened first, after that what happened. What is the difference between physical or natural sciences and historical research? When we say physical or natural science, we are talking about subjects like astronomy, physics, chemistry, biology, etc. In physical and natural science, there are fixed laws which can be tested and proved repeatedly. The laws do not change. However, in historical research, this is not possible because events cannot be recreated. History is influenced by dynamic factors, that is changing factors, which cannot be duplicated. In history, it is not possible to formulate laws that remain true irrespective of time and space. How do we begin historical research? For this, we need a person who knows the language and script of the historical document to check if the document is genuine. The expert will check things like lettering style, type of paper, stamps of authority, etc. Next we come to disciplines which are useful in historical research. The first one is archaeology. Archaeology is the study of human activity through the recovery and analysis of material culture. When we say material culture, we refer to things like artifacts, pottery, etc. Archival science. Archives are a collection of documents, recordings, and data storage. Archival science is the study and theory of building and curating archives. Manuscriptology is the study of history and literature through the use of handwritten documents. Epigraphy is the study of inscriptions written on monuments. Next is analysis of lettering style and linguistics. Now, linguistics is the study of language. Next we come to numismatics. Numismatics is the study of currency, coins, tokens, paper money, etc. Now, if you look on the screen, there is a picture of a coin. This coin is of Vikram Aditya Chandragupta II and his name is inscribed on this coin in Brahmi script. Now, when we look at this coin, what do we come to know? When we study this coin, we come to know that during the reign of this king, Vikram Aditya Chandragupta II, people used to use Brahmi script. So, by studying this, we come to know or we get information about the script that was commonly used among the people. Next type is genealogy. Now, genealogy is the study of family history, or they trace the family lineage. Now, if you look at the picture, we have a kind of a family tree. Okay, on top are Jim and Jane. Jim and Jane are the parents, followed by Alfred, Bertha, Charles and Doris, who are their children. Below them you will find names of their grandchildren. So here we have the family tree of Jim and Jane. Tradition of historiography. What is historiography? After critically checking the historical sources for any bias and to check if it is real, historical narrative is written. This historical narrative is called historiography. Now, who is a historian? A person who writes this historiography is known as the historian. Style of writing and conceptual framework. A historian, while writing, cannot include each and every event that has happened or each and every minute of what happened during that event. What the historian includes in his writing depends on the theme that he has adopted, which is the conceptual framework which he has adopted. For example, if a historian has decided that his theme is politics, so when he is writing history, he will write about events which have political importance. Okay. Next is historiography in ancient times. The tradition of writing historical narrative, that is historiography, was not prevalent in the ancient societies. Ancient people, however, felt the need of passing on the stories of their life to the next generation. How did they pass on this story? Ancient communities all over the world used various means like cave paintings, storytelling, singing songs, etc. for this purpose. These traditional means are looked upon as the sources of history in the modern historiography. We move on to modern historiography. The tradition of recording historical event can be traced back to the Sumer civilization. The picture shows a fragment of the earliest inscription. A forward-marching file of soldiers holding shields and spears is seen here. The general is in the front. Names of Sumerian kings and the stories of battles fought by them have been preserved in various inscriptions. The earliest inscription shown above dates back to 4500 BCE. It records a battle fought between two kingdoms. It is now displayed at the Louvre Museum in France. Let's move on to the 4 characteristics of modern historiography. The first one is, this method is based on scientific principle. It begins with the formation of relevant questions. Questions are anthropocentric. It means that these questions are about the deeds of the members of ancient human societies of a particular period, which means it is based on actions of man. History does not suggest any interrelation between the divine and human deeds. Answers to these questions are supported on reliable or factual evidence. It presents a graph of mankind's story based on past human actions. Roots of modern historiography. The modern historiography has its roots in the ancient Greek historical writings. History is originally a Greek term. Herodotus, the Greek historian of the 5th century BC, used it first for his book entitled The Histories. Development of scientific perspective in Europe and historiography. Earlier, all philosophy and science gave importance to divine intervention. But from 18th century, scholars focused on objectivity in understanding and writing of history. Emphasis was given on objectivity and historiography. Initially, history was not considered as a separate subject. In 1737 CE, the Göttingen University was founded in Germany. This university for the first time had an independent department of history. Later on, other German universities also became centers of historical studies. With this, we stop here. We will continue explanation for this chapter in the next video.